It's all clickbait.
Did you shower?
What? Who? At what point? Yes.
My girlfriend
showering.
showered.
No, don't let it. No.
There's this girl at the gym. I'm just gonna tell you guys this real quick before I mute you real quick. I overheard my client talking to this girl, and he said something about a tackle box because they were talking about fishing or something.
Sure.
So now I call that girl fish box every time I see
You should
her.
just call her tackle box.
Yeah, that's rough.
I call her fish box, dude. All right, I'm gonna mute you guys while I'm doing this real quick. Almost done.
Test.
No, I can't hear you. Can you hear us? Oh. No, I can't hear anything.
What was the point of going live for us to get muted?
I don't know, but I'm just finishing up watching
bold
the
strategy, Cotton.
I'm just watching that first heat of the elite team right now. It's pretty good. Are you watching it too? No.
I've been watching most of it. I just haven't watched the team stuff.
Yeah, it's a relay. It's a good workout. I like
Nice.
it. Good finisher.
So the world cannot hear us, or they can hear us?
They can hear us. They just can't hear
Okay.
Justin.
Good. I thought I said the other way around. Dude, I think DeChico's done a really good job on commentary.
Yeah, for sure. And I like that they had Jason Hepner here at the end, kind of talking too. He was talking through the because you got Chris Stetter and Ibarra here.
Yeah.
Which they've been both killing it.
Yeah.
But it was good to listen to him. DeChico's doing great. Yeah, they can hold conversations at the workouts. I like how they have. I don't know why he named it that. It's funny. What's up, Kenneth? But let's just say it's clickbait for sure, because I actually am a huge fan of the TFX one right now because of how they're running it. They have commentators for the RX divisions, for the teams. The layout's super nice to see. The camera angles they have are really good. It's been really fun to watch, actually. Super easy to watch on YouTube. It's just like right there. It's not hard to find. WFP could take a page out of that, but it's
Who?
but it's good. See a lot of differences, especially in the weight so far for the RX women when they jumped that barbell to the 195. A few years ago or a year ago, maybe even it was 185, but now it'd be a 195. It really exposed a lot of people on their strength at the end of a workout. Especially with the shorty bar, because the shorty bar makes a huge difference.
Yeah, there's no way.
People were grabbing the bar and they were not ready for it, and they were failing miserably when they shouldn't. They usually probably don't, especially the men. RX men, I think it only went up to 275 for them, and some guys were failing the 225 bar just to pull because they were like shocked probably at the shorty bar. Now I don't know in the back if they had to warm up, if they had the shorty bar in the back. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't, but it really showed. As soon as they grabbed the barbell, they weren't ready for it for a few guys.
Is shorty bar thinner too?
No, because it's got no whip to it.
Okay.
So the collars are shorter. I believe it's the same weight. No,
but it's not. It's the same.
No, it's 35. You're right.
42 millimeter or whatever.
C70.
Yeah. So it does weigh less, but it is shorter, and the collars are shorter too. So all the weight's real close. And they had like 45s and like 10 and 10, the white 10s. It was just stacked awkwardly looking at it, but it made a big difference on people because you're not whipping that up. You need a big pull. Chick bar. No, not a chick bar. Shorty bar is an actual shorty bar.
Chick bar is the best.
Chick bars are good.
Yeah, Joe he exclusively lifts on a female's
Every time
bar.
I can, I will.
Dude,
Joe's been considering making the
lame.
transition.
Dude, I wouldn't even do good now. There's no point.
Lame.
Them chicks I couldn't touch Hannah Black or Olivia. There's no point.
I mean, you guys did have
Still for
skinny
nothing.
pull-up bars too, and I was like, yo, you guys are cheating.
Oh boy.
What are you doing there? Oh, geez, I thought he was reaching for something else.
The gat.
That wouldn't get up above the desk.
No, they got skinny pull-up bars at his gym. I was like, yo, you guys are.
That's just the
That's how everyone does so well at the
Socket.
open in his
Socket
gym, right? Yeah.
we didn't do that well.
That's so ridiculous.
Yo, Syndicate is next weekend. This weekend's TFX.
Yeah.
Joe, you know that kid Jace Peck from Fort Atkinson?
Yeah, he's competed by us. Yeah.
Yeah, he made it to Syndicate.
Yeah.
It's freaking wild, bro.
Dude, he competed at the gym 5 years ago, maybe. I think when Hiller did. Maybe it was 2 different comps, but
He's like a teen games athlete.
He was touch and going 275 hang squat cleans. Like he did like a set of 5 or 7. It was like, who is this boy?
Yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah.
He posted a video of him jerking like 385, dude.
that's
He's like
a good
this
jerk.
he's a short little Asian dude that like, and he's got a sick mustache. Huh?
We're all short.
We're not all Asian though. I mean, maybe
parts of us.
Are you talking to your are you looking down at your electronics?
yeah, my iPhone. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, fair enough. Then we're all Asian.
Yeah. Extra Sloppy said that he's as strong as Haley Adams.
He might be able to power clean more than her. I think he power cleaned 265 the other day.
He powered 265?
Yeah, but he can't squat clean. Yeah.
Dude, what's up?
Dude.
Some people like Tristan couldn't squat clean even a $135 like 2 years ago, but he could power clean like 225. It was the craziest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, because people's squats are trash.
I didn't realize it. Like, so Friday we had 15-minute AMRAP, 15 total bar, 5 squat clean, started at 155, and then went up 20 pounds every round.
Mhm.
And Tony powers 265 or something like that. I think he just missed 270. And he's like, I think I got to scale this one. And I'm like, what? And he's like, I don't know how much I can squat clean. I'm like, dude, we got to fix this. We got to fix this.
Yeah,
We got to
for
build
sure.
that. Yeah.
What
I'm just happy he tried.
What was the workout?
5 rounds, or not 5 rounds, 15-minute AMRAP, 15 total bar, 5 squat cleans at 155, 105, but it went up 20 pounds every round for the guys. So 55,
Nice.
75, 95, 215, 235. I was in 255. Chris was in 275. Yeah.
Nice. Who's this redheaded dude that's slapping himself in the face on the Echo bike? You know,
Dude,
normally
isn't that crazy, right?
no, I think
I gotta
it's
show the video.
stupid. I think it's dumb.
No, it's just as dumb as when what's her name closes her eyes when she does echo bike calories.
Who's that?
I can't think of her name. She just made the games this year for the first time.
Huh. Like, dude, in my head, I'm just like, what is happening with this guy? Like,
And he
I've
did
seen-
it multiple times. I noticed it.
right. Yeah, like
That dude's got a screw loose.
He did it
before
like a
lift-
few times.
Yeah. I watched him do it a few times. But like you're
Before
taking
a
your
lift.
hand off the apparatus. You're
Exactly.
losing power, and you're only on that machine for a minute, maybe. In
Dude,
the first whole round. Like,
exactly. That's
what
why like
are you
before a lift, I
doing?
get it. I used to do that like when I would compete in powerlifting. Like I would slap myself or I'd have somebody slap me.
yeah,
But on the Echo bike, where
Different.
every second counts. Like,
Yeah.
What are you
No.
doing?
and at that point, his central nervous system is going as far as it's gonna go. He does not
Yeah.
need to.
You're not a
That's what
horse.
making
You're
it
not
bad.
whipping a horse. You
Right.
gotta,
God.
if anything, just use that power on the bike, dude. What are you doing?
Yeah.
I
like,
saw that and I had to. We rewinded it and I was like, no way, this
we
guy
need
just
to get
slapped
that
himself.
guy on the podcast and just learn about his life.
Yeah. My boy should have been wearing a butt plug if he really wanted some extra go.
He's probably one of the dudes that takes the belt and slaps himself on the back.
Yeah. Who? Oh, dude. What's that dude's name? That Mexican dude, El Camino or something on
Oh,
Instagram.
yeah.
The small guy. Yeah.
Who
he
wears like 5 belts and like all the wraps.
Yeah, and he
I love
does
watching
like
those videos.
that much range on everything. Yeah.
Puts like all
That-
the 45s in the gym on the leg press.
That guy's so funny. Logan, do you still have the ability to screen share or no?
Yeah.
We should
When I get
find
my
that.
new computer, I'm definitely gonna do more of that because even my fan's running right now.
Really?
That's how bad this thing is.
Is your
I've had this
refrigerator
for
running?
7. Yeah.
You better go catch it. Oh, dude. Got him. What's up, Logan? Brolo L. Yeah, there we go.
Cunyazo.
Cunyato.
Cunyazo.
Dude, you should.
Justin,
Yeah,
how
you should.
well is how well do you speak Spanish?
Speak it better than Mexicans that live in Mexico.
So you're like MS-13 good?
Yeah, kind of. El Salvadorian for sure.
Did you ever see the Bad Friends where they're talking about that dogs like hear and speak in other languages?
Mm-mm.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Bobby's going like, okay, so what does a Mexican dog sound like?
What?
Andrew Santino goes, hey, bark, bark.
What?
He's funny.
Yeah, that show is
All right,
hilarious.
Saturday. All right, I'm skipping through. I'm going to find it here. I think I can find
you
it.
about to
to
say?
say.
Justin,
share
did you
with us?
book? Did you sign
Yeah,
up
in a
for
second.
the MetFix event you're going to?
Dude, I really did think about it. I just don't know
Yeah, but
what it would do for me to spend $1,500 on that. Like, because I don't need CEUs or anything. I don't need, I don't know, 1,500 plus probably staying in Chicago for a weekend. I'm like, I don't think that would do anything for me. Like, I wouldn't get
I don't know,
like
I
be a
think
tax
it's-
write
I
off
think it's-
maybe.
I think it's silly to say it wouldn't do anything for you, but I can
Yeah.
understand the cost value proposition for you.
Yeah.
What did you pay to go to the event in Texas? Right? Was it in Texas? The CrossFit? You teleported there?
Yeah. We got a free flight.
What?
Yeah.
How?
Points.
All right, can you see?
Points, and then we got free tickets.
And you had free lodging?
I think we also booked those on points too.
And you had free food?
We didn't eat.
And you
Platinum card kind of said. That's right.
That's you got here
Where's
on a
this dude
gold
at?
card, right, Justin? 5 mil citizenship.
I got here on.
There's a
green
dude
card.
right here. He's in lane 4.
Is this the live right now?
No, this
You
was
know-
yesterday. This is the guy slapping himself. Hold on.
Kenneth left. You
Chris
don't test
Ibarra,
against-
Nick Matthew.
Kenneth, we
There he
just
is right there.
exclusively eat acai bowls.
Let's see if he starts slapping himself. Hold on.
Whap, whap.
There it is. Nice. There he goes.
What round is this?
This is the last round.
Oh, it's 2 minutes on one. What it, dude? I don't get it. Why would you do that on the last round where you need all effort?
Yeah, watch. I think he still slaps him. Yep, he slapped himself again right there.
Maybe his like hearing aid is coming out.
He looks like
I
he
can't
looks like
think of
a
any.
cheap yellow hostie.
Dude, that dude right now on screen, Mike Evans, he
He's a baller.
crushed everyone. He beat everyone by like
Yeah.
20 calories. That's like a whole round's worth.
Yeah, he was coming out at like 26 calories average a round. It was crazy.
Yeah, he said he was doing like 4 calories less than what he ever thought. So if you thought he could do 30, you do 26 or dude, that's nuts.
So wait, did that guy win? The slappy redhead?
No.
No. The Mike Evans won that whole event. He destroyed. Yeah, because Bill Leahy had the most in the round prior, and then he
had
beat it by like
146 going in.
almost 20 calories or something like that.
Okay.
But he was averaging. I mean, they had like a minute, some change left, maybe less than a minute on the bike, and they were averaging about 24 to 30 calories in the beginning. And then it was about 20 calories per person, 18 to 20. And then, but he was doing like 24, 26.
Got it. I don't even know what the workout actually was. It was just 2 minutes on, one off of what? Burpee box jump overs plus echo?
No, it was 40 single unders with like a rope that was like a rope that you would do rope climbs with, like a cutoff rope. And it was like 40 single unders, 7 burpee box jump overs. And the cool thing about the burpee box jump overs, it was the same height for the females.
Wow.
Yeah, which was awesome.
And then max cals at the
42
end?
inches,
But even
and then
watching
you
the
can get
women,
over anyway.
yeah, you can get over anyway. Don't worry about the feet swinging off to the side or like flopping over. They just said get over.
Front somersault over.
This one girl was like jumping. Oh man, Let me pull this up too. This was bothering me.
Colton's girl's doing really good. Allie.
Yeah, yeah,
She
yeah,
made
yeah.
it to semis.
Yeah, she's
in
there.
6th.
Wow.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
beating
Yeah, Allie's
Trista
good,
and-
dude.
Yeah, Allison Scuds and
Now,
Isn't Allison Scuds not
Justin,
very
you
hard
can
to beat?
Justin, you can tell me if this is how to bound correctly. Let me see if I can find her.
Oh, dude, I feel like I'm not talking shit. I just feel like
I
Allie's
mean,
Scuds-
I think you're saying what everyone's thinking. I think it's amazing that she's still competing.
How old is she?
Who?
I don't know how old she is, but dude, she's been competing in the space, regionals and beyond for like 12 years.
Yeah, did
Who?
she ever make it to the games?
No.
Scuds.
Maybe in a team.
Oh, dude,
maybe
no.
on a team.
She shows up every time, and then just flatlines into like 8th, 6th, 8th, 10th. Like, she should be destroying these women. Like, she really should be by the amount of volume she's done over the last how many years, and how many times she's been to semis. She's like the most seasoned semis athlete ever.
She should get an award.
The spirit of the
What would
semifinals.
you- what would you call that award?
Spirit of the game. Spirit of the semifinals.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the cockroach award.
Number 1 semifinalist.
Can't kill you, but
All right. Yeah. Here, watch this, Justin.
Yeah.
I saw this too, and I was like, "What is this?"
No, I think this is good that you're giving the professional time to actually review tapes from the weekend.
Watch the chick right here in the pink. Watch her bound over the box with her feet.
It's so freaking
Pink
slow,
top.
dude. I don't even know which one.
Pink,
one laying on the
bra.
box?
Is this
it's like
Yeah.
a thick cop trying to get over the hood.
crisscross applesauce with her feet.
You're talking about the one belly flopping on it.
I mean,
Move your
yes,
cursor.
yeah, the one right here.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Yeah. Watch
And
her
then
with
so
her feet.
Allie is 3 over. So Colt is that Colton? I can't tell right now. Is that Allie?
Watch
3
her
over?
feet. See how
can't
she
tell
like
what-
bounded
no.
like sideways? Is it bad?
Yeah, I can't tell what she's doing. It's like so choppy.
Damn. Yep, that's me. Damn. All right. Well, I suck.
What? Explain it. Like what she's like doing, like a first jump to a second jump, or what?
Yeah, before she bounded, she would like put her foot behind her other foot and went like sideways, backwards bound, and then would get up. And and then when the one of them, I think it was like one of the last rounds, she went to go bound that way and she got stuck on the box and she like couldn't flip over.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was doing like a crisscross with the feet.
Huh?
Like she was about to juke somebody out and then she was like bound up. And I was like, what?
Maybe I'll trick people to think I'm not going over the box, and they won't either.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, all right. But it's just
You know
interesting
what?
to see what people pull out their bag to do. It's like, are you doing something different because it's actually doing something good, or are you just doing it different because you don't know how to move and you're not?
I was just gonna say, so many people in CrossFit, I feel like, find interesting ways to do shit that just doesn't make any sense, right? Like sometimes when I see people, and like, tell me if you guys do this, box step overs where they reach with their back foot down to the ground and then touch their front foot down and come back over. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like box, they'll be like boom, boom, and then go behind to go down.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you doing that? You like, it just made the chances of falling so high.
Yeah, but when you're going backwards like that, it kind of opens your hips up different so that you can like turn to the box better. I've done that on a lot of stuff, especially when it's like a dumbbell box step overs, because it kind of like sways you into the right direction. But
Are you talking about being
it-
like lateral to it?
no, like when you're going, you almost go backwards and you turn weird. I can't show you right
I just
now,
think it's
but-
crazy when people go literally like directly at it and then they like
Turn
have 2 feet on and then they like half almost jump off and
Yeah.
I'm like, dude,
What are you doing?
ouch.
Yeah.
Although when it comes to like doing something different that no one else is doing, it's usually like in the slight movement of like doing something faster. So like not changing the whole movement. So like Bill Leahy yesterday on that same workout, if you noticed when he would get to the rope, it was a thick rope, right? So they had to hold it like this instead of holding it like a double under or single under. So when he grabbed it, he would like lean down to grab, and some people would stand up.
Yeah.
And they'd wait to start going. He would grab and threw it behind him to start to rep early. And he'd be 3 or 4 reps ahead. which put him at the bike 3 or 4 seconds ahead of everybody, which he didn't have to sprint the first couple of seconds. So he just got a few calories ahead. And I was like, he just understanding how to time hack with the speeding the movement up, not necessarily changing the movement.
Would he come out on top every round though?
Yep. Yeah, he did. I mean, he won the heat, and then when Mike Evans came in the next heat, he beat him just based purely off of calories and effort on the end. But I mean, it was a good game plan, I think.
It's cool when you see athletes take that level of attention to detail.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's like him thinking about the workout for sure and like practicing that. Because who knows how many people have a cutoff rope at home or like practice it in front of other people in the warm-up area. Because once you do, everybody's staring at you in the warm-up area. It's like, oh, what is that guy doing? Oh, how much is he doing? How's he doing this movement? So like he probably had that in his back pocket and was like, I'm not showing that until I get on the floor because no one else is going to see you do it.
Did they get time to practice these workouts at home?
A little. I mean, some they had a couple days, but some they had I think a couple weeks. Because I mean, we were talking about the chipper a couple podcasts back.
Yeah, like a week and a half ago or something like that. So yeah, they've had over a week or so, which is plenty of time for some of these guys to like, do it a few times or like break it up and figure it out.
Yeah, even just like flow through it. Nice and slow. Is Hiller still coaching Bill Leahy?
He was never coaching him. He was just like
he wasn't?
He's just a huge proponent of him, like hung out with him.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was coaching him.
I do not believe that he's programming or coaching. He just was.
Do
Bill
we know who
has a
does?
history of being really the opposite of what we just talked about. Bill has a history of having very low attention to detail.
Yeah.
In online qualifiers, just like ghost riding the whip to hop off the rower, moving on to things. It's like, dude, you can't do that. And then something else, like, dude, you can't do that. And like,
but he's super fit, so he can get away with a lot of it.
And Hiller's finally like, I'm gonna hold your hand through this.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, he's a really good athlete. He's not gonna qualify, but it's gonna be Ibarra, and he is never his coach. Yeah.
I almost competed with Ibarra.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Monster Games.
Yeah, he's legit.
Yeah, he is. Imagine though, he won that year, like at Monster Games. That's probably what jet fueled him like all the way up to the game. So like, really think about it for a second. Let's just paint this picture with me, okay? Broad brush. If I showed up and I won, which I would have for sure, no questions asked, like just crush everyone by like thousands of points, probably.
They have a special division?
Yeah, especially good, like especially good. And I would be already qualified for the games because they would have just asked me to come.
I don't think so, but it's cool that you felt that way.
Confidence is really important, man, and you got that box checked.
Yeah, well, you don't have to be confident when you know something's true. You know what I mean? It's like competence equals confidence, but when you're overly competent, it's just like you're doing it. So
yeah,
it is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, like Rain Man.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except Rain Man was really good. And he was confident.
Yeah. Huh.
No, it's a good event. I'm glad it's not at their like TFX. Remember when we were there? Like the floor they use at TFX and in that barn area, the horse stall, like is so rough.
Is that where they're at this year too?
No, they're in Oklahoma City at the OKC something dome or whatever.
Yeah, dude, I remember those mats were like dug in, like
because if you weren't if you weren't like scaled first heat, like you had a perfect floor. And then you like by the time that like regular people, RX, whatever got there, it was just divots.
Yeah.
Like the overhead squat we had for reps the one year, that was rough. Getting the bar off the ground because you were just like a deficit pull almost.
Yeah. Dude, do you remember what's the Mayhem guy's name? He
Rich Froning.
No. Luke? Parker. He bombed at that.
Yeah, he did.
Bombed.
Yeah.
Okay, so talking about like CrossFit athletes, I just this just came to my head. So that weekend, he was on the same flight as us to go home. And something that I think is really interesting, because Ariel Lowen and I actually had this conversation too on a podcast. Anybody that wants to see it, you can go to the channel and check this out. But we were talking last time about like CrossFitters and kind of their inflated sense of like fame, how they like think that they have a little bit more importance, right? What's funny about this is we go to the airport and Luke Parker is like just chilling in there. It was a late flight and he's reading his Bible. Dude, this is when I really realized like, oh, nobody knows anything about CrossFit or who CrossFitters are, because dude, I did not see not one person stop to talk to Luke Parker. And then Ariel Lowen too, we talked about it in Miami. And I was like, it's funny because like no one knows who you guys are really, except for in this niche. You know, like you might have 1 million followers, but the everyday person has no clue who these people are.
And if anyone was going to get attention at the airport, it would have been Luke Parker, because he was more famous from being on The Bachelor.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, you're not wrong. It's a very niche sport for sure. I mean,
yeah.
And we
you're not going to know. Even Rich walking around, no one's really going to stop him for the most part. But he's going to have someone stop him before anybody else.
You take a pro athlete in almost any other sport, them from a stature standpoint alone, it's going to be like, what does that guy do? Like, whether you're super tall or if you're a strong man, you're going to take up 2 plane seats. Like,
yeah, I think I think it was Road to the Games one year. They walked Pat Vellner around Canada, and they were asking people, just random people in Canada, and he had like a jacket on and everything. They're like, "What sport do you think he does?" And they were like, "I don't know." Like
soccer.
They're just saying random sports, and they're like, "Do you know he's the fittest man in Canada?" And they were like, "No." I was like, yeah.
So funny. That is funny. Like, yeah, never mind. We'll leave that alone. Water polo.
Yeah, I think that's what they said. Something like that. Some like off the wall sport, because they just didn't know what he looked like. It was funny. Dang, but yeah, TFX is putting on a good event.
Yeah,
overall, because this place they're at here is like, it's one area. Remember, so TFX in Texas, it's like 3 different areas. They have the main floor, the side one next to it, and then they have the outside. Like here's just one floor where everybody's at, and it's super nice.
Oh, so they took a page from the book of WFP?
No, because WFP had the teams somewhere else. They didn't compete on the main floor.
You're just a hater, Logan.
Yeah. I'm just speaking in truth.
Tell that to Emily Rolfe's shoulder.
Well, yeah. Why are so many people injured? What happened?
We don't know. I mean, there's a good chance of injury when they're competing this much. That is a bad idea.
So
the longevity of the athlete.
So speaking of which, Emily Lugman, or Holden Rethwell's wife, she just did online semifinals, individual semifinals, right? She did the online team semifinal. Then she did WFP the following weekend, and now she's here at the semifinal. She's in competition mode like 4 or 5 weekends in a row, plus the team training she's been doing, right? Because she's on a team with Danny Spiegel. So
she is?
Yeah, she's on Danny Spiegel's team for Invictus. So she
did the Hybrid Con games.
She's the Titan champion.
Danny Spiegel is.
Yeah.
Emily Rethwell and Lauren Stallwood were both on the Hybrid Con games, which I don't know who runs that, but I guess Hunter got his hands on it. And I just think it's funny that Hunter picked 2 chicks that go to Invictus's gym. And I'm like, this is not a good representation of top tier CrossFitters. Thanks, bro.
Wait, why? What's wrong with Invictus?
No, nothing's wrong with
Hunter
Invictus.
Out there, so that's his relationships.
Oh, McIntyre?
McIntyre.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, she's competed so many times already the last like month and a half. Like, I wonder what her like training just looks like, trying to taper down to ramp up, like. It's a lot, and I get it.
It looks like shit, dude. This is the exact definition of CrossFit: constantly varied.
No,
this is exactly what you guys want.
No, constantly varied.
CrossFit
has nothing to do with doing
competitions
every single weekend. Like,
that's, dude. It's be ready for the unexpected. It's constantly varied.
You're expecting it because you're putting yourself in that position to do it.
CrossFit is so. Yesterday, I worked out at 7 a.m., 8:30. I played pickleball at 10:15. And 18 holes of golf at 2. That is what CrossFit is. at 37 years old, I'm fully able to do the things.
You look great.
That's not what I was. I'm just saying that, like, that's what I like about CrossFit is to learn and play new sports, and that you should be able to, like, just be able to go out and do shit. You don't need to age like, oh, okay, let's just hang it all up and not do anything that the boys want to do.
Yeah, no, not do 6 different events or 6 different, competitions in 6 weekends. Like, it's just, I think that's nuts for the body to just ramp it up, like your
I would
hormones, your
say-
CNS, like everything.
Every 2 months at most, you can do a comp. Like, we have some members that compete pretty regular, but like when you see them doing back-to-back weekends, like their fitness really starts to wane.
Yeah.
'Cause they're not training anymore. They're just competing. And training and competing are 2 completely different things.
Yeah. Yeah. And here's the thing for like Chris Ibarra, right? So he was 3 points out from making games from the semifinal. And because of that, he's like, oh, snap, I got to go to TFX and throw down and get a spot there. The games aren't done, or the semifinals aren't done judging the videos yet for another week. So a lot can change. So he's probably on this like whirlwind of like, I got to win here, but I may not make it there, but I may make it online.
Yeah.
So like he's like giving it his all, which he really is. And we'll see how the last event goes for him, which I think he'll be fine with. But
which means that third
a lot of
place
pressure.
too has a shot as a qualifier, because if Chris
yeah,
from adjustments gets bumped into qualifying for the online semis, then his seat gets passed on to whoever's next. So third place could eventually get
probably Jacob Marlowe at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, oh, dang. That's the only thing that kind of sucks about the semifinal. But I think the pros outweigh the cons in that fact, because they're taking so much time to look at the videos for the affiliate semifinal. So like they're making sure they actually do it, not just like, oh, kind of like the team, like, oh, this is the day after, this is solidified. Like this, they're giving like 2-3 weeks of like watching videos. I mean, Brooke Wells already dropped because she didn't do her burpees to standard. So like, they're looking at stuff. Not that, probably helped that Hiller posted this massive video about it, but
it just was so egregious. Like,
well, yeah. I mean, when that's what you do all the time and get
But,
away
like,
with
there's-
it, it becomes a
you'll see
normality.
there's a version of the burpee that you'll see a lot of athletes do. Like Spiegel is seen doing it a lot, but there's a version of the burpee where they snake it.
The
So
worm,
their chest is what leads to the floor, and as they're about to make contact with their hips, they're already pulling their shoulders up. And so there's times where, like, when they're really riding the line, you'll see that like their chest pulls up before, and it's early enough to where it technically doesn't make contact. And it's like, okay, like it's still not a rep, but like that, it's like it's close and they're really riding the line. Brooke was like just tapping her bits to the floor and hopping over the bar.
Yeah,
Her
because
elbow, dude.
well, that's a pressing issue, right? That's you don't have the strength to press over time, and that happens to a lot of females.
Yeah.
But they get used to it because they keep doing it over time, and then people just be like, "Oh, that's how they do their burpee." So let me just grade it as is. When he had a great exam, I mean, if your shoulders are above your elbow, you're not down the ground. You're not. So, and all of hers were like this.
Yeah, and I don't think there's a single human on earth that was like, I think she's fine. Yeah, like fine as
Besides Justin, yeah.
No, hell no. No, I'm just kidding. Those burpees were pretty bad, for sure. Yeah, is she gonna make it though to the games?
Right now, no.
Wow.
She's not gonna. I don't think she's competing anywhere else either.
She's 29, right?
Mhm.
She's been in it for a long time, man. I remember seeing her in Columbus, so that was 2015 at regionals. I think.
Yeah, she's been there for a minute.
It's just crazy how like when she
Oh!
was in CrossFit.
I made it. I made it into the. Sorry. Yeah, whoa. We were watching TFX, and they had one of those mini commercials for TFX, and I was in the commercial.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was a little fame I had right there. I didn't get any money from that.
Yeah.
Wait, I gotta go back.
Well, you're friends with a famous guy.
Who?
You do baths with him. And sauna. What's his name again? Who owns your gym?
Oh, Right there. Wow, look at me.
He just moves on.
Dude, I'm all over that screen. You see that, babe?
Are you guys gonna leave that just playing on repeat last night?
I'm gonna put that. Actually, I should screenshot it and then make it my.
Just
She's
make
like,
it,
you are getting laid tonight, dude.
you're never gonna.
Yeah,
do
that
it
was.
again.
Yeah, that was the overhead squat. That's what I was talking to you about, Justin. That was before. That's the females were going, and we were the first heat.
Oh, it's
That was the
from
first team.
TFX, from you at TFX.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
don't know
pretty
if you
cool.
can see it.
Can't see it if the screen's
I
not.
guess you don't have a choice.
Look at that.
Nice. Heck yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
Wow. That's cool. Dude, you're on there for a long time. You're still
Why
on
don't
the
you have a
screen.
mustache?
Yeah, I
in
don't know
that?
why. I
don't
think
think
I
it's
paused
you.
it.
That's not you.
No, I'm shaving the mustache today.
Leave it.
No, I got it. I got to shave it.
Is it
Why?
tickle her too much?
No, I was at an event the other day, and yeah, I got called. I mean, I didn't get called out, but a lot of people made a lot of comments about it, and I was like,
The haters.
why?
It looks
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta trim it up a little bit, but it'll be gone.
Is that not code to have that?
No, it is. Hold on. Did I pause it? Sorry.
Hey, we're
Yeah, no, it has to be like right. Can't go past my end of my mouth, and it can't touch my lips. So I've been trimming it like every few days. But some like Sergeant Major was like freaking out about it, and then we have some stuff coming up for Memorial Day, and we had to be on TV and stuff. And I was told that it wouldn't be a good look for officers to have a mustache. So
Are you guys doing Murph?
yeah. Oh, we're actually doing it at the Michael Murphy Museum here on Long Island
Oh,
because
nice.
it's like 15 minutes from us.
Awesome.
So we signed up. Our gym is hosting it, and they have like the biggest rig outside, and it's gonna be like the biggest Murph setup outside the museum. And the family comes and they do like a speech, and they said it was great last year, and we had just missed it when we moved here. So I'm really glad we signed up for it. But I'm way past the whole like do it for time. I could care less. Like that's not the point of it.
Yeah.
The point is not to do it for time anymore. Like maybe like when you're in a competition mode or like first starting. Yeah, Kenneth is right. But yeah, I'm way past that. I'm doing it in my uniform. Like I'm just there to have fun and like grind it out.
Murph
Nice.
is brutal, man. Like unpartitioned in a vest. It sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not fun.
Yeah.
There's many. I would rather do Chad. I would rather do
Chad.
rough.
Yeah. Murph is rough. We've been doing a prep at our gym for a
the
few
last
weeks now,
run is
so.
not a run. I remember numerous times running that last mile and like other people being done and then like cheering me on and they're like walking as I'm like what I believe to be running and I'm like, get away from
You're just shuffling.
me. Yeah,
Yeah,
just
it's a
Ruffles
shuffle.
Shuffling.
Yeah. But no, it'll be good. I should we're gonna take some videos and stuff. It'll be good. And then we got High Rocks the following weekend. New York
Which
City
one?
High Rocks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you doing mixed doubles?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah. I think this is the second year they've done it in New York City.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. Just throw high fives, have a good time, suffer. That's the whole
Murph-
point is to suffer.
Tony, no chance. Now I'm excited to do Murph.
If you
That's
do it
all-
at the same
That's
weight,
all I need to make me happy.
if you do it the same weight, Joe, that'd be great.
What?
Do it the same weight that I'm gonna do it at.
What weight are you doing?
I'm gonna have a vest and a ruck on.
Oh, they're saying at your body weight plus a vest. Like,
No,
So how much weight total are you going to do?
the ruck will probably be like 30 or 40 pounds, but I'm only gonna wear that for the run. I'm not doing that for the pull-ups because I'm doing them strict pull-ups.
Yeah, I
you
was going to
see-
ask that.
Dan Bailey did with 100 pounds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Dan Bailey's a beast.
Yeah, and he cried at the
Yeah, I
end.
cried too.
Yeah,
100 pounds.
that's a dude.
I weigh 100 pounds.
Show me 5 pull-ups with you with 100 pounds on you.
I've done 5 pull-ups with 315 on my waist.
With 315, so 45 pounds. That's nice. Yeah.
And
Exactly.
why? Why what?
Yeah, why are you doing that? Why with so much weight?
Why not? I want to make the people that are doing it for time look at it and be like, oh shit, I'm a piece of shit because I'm trying to do it for time when it's an event where it's not for time.
I think you're doing it heavier than everyone else, so you don't have to worry about losing to anybody.
Oh,
Yeah. We'll do it again on Monday and see.
We would have people back in the day like RX Plus workouts by like 10 pounds or
RX
like
Plus
5
is
pounds
not a
heavier
thing.
on the dumbbell. And they're like, I RX Plus. And I'm like, dude, you did that so you could mail in your intensity. I was like, you're so full of shit.
RX Plus is a scam.
Oh, I hate it.
Wait, why do you think that? Why do you think RX Plus is a scam?
It's exactly what Joe said. It's just so you could say that you did something a little harder and then go a little slower and be okay with it. Like, no, RX are nothing. That's it. Like, not are nothing, but RX are scaled.
Plus, it is a significant jump in load, or
with a different timeline, like a different time hack. Like,
Yeah,
you can't be like, oh, I'm going to do RX Plus with
deficit
more
or
weight.
strict versus kipping, or adding a deficit of, like 4 inches. But
yeah,
again,
no,
you should only be RX Plusing if whatever the workout is like you're going completely unbroken, or there's no one in the class that is going to push you at all, and then you got to like put something in to slow you down so there's still a race involved.
Well, yeah. So like if a workout includes dumbbell snatches at 50 pounds, or you could RX Plus it to 70, you wouldn't choose the 70?
You can't. Yeah.
No, you would do the 70, but you better be able to do the 70 at the same time hack.
Yeah,
That's the goal, right?
I get
but
what
if you change the time, then you're changing the workout. You're not on the same scale as everybody
else.
else.
I get what, I get what you're saying. So then if you would get capped, you get capped.
Right.
Yeah.
And you better put your numbers up against everybody else and say you did it in the RX standard. You're not in your own category then with the same time.
No, I agree with that 100%.
RX in general is such a convoluted thing at so many gyms.
Yeah.
Like, like whatever, partner workout, right? One person does as prescribed, the other person doesn't do as prescribed. The person that does prescribed puts RX, and it's like, homie, that is I'm proud of you for your work.
It's
but
scaled.
You as a team need to be RX. Otherwise, I would just have my partner dumb down her movements and let it rip.
Right.
And then we win. Like, that's not like.
No.
Yeah.
Or we have an issue with counting. We have people are bad counters.
No.
Dude, the best thing ever. Well, actually, this is the dumbest thing ever. So when I first got like into CrossFit, I went to I don't want to mention the gym, but I would trade time. I would coach one class a week because I was getting ready for Pensacola Beach Brawl. And so I'd trade one class a week so that I could train at their gym because they had a ski erg and I had nowhere else that had a ski erg by me. And every single class without fail, the same person would complain about other people's reps. They'd be like, she definitely did not hit 21 reps or blah, blah, blah. I was like, I literally was at one point, I was like, why do you care? Like, what's the point of caring here?
You got to be able to put blinders in and shut that shit off. If you're in competition, sure, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But like, people are people, and those people, there's either the type that want to cheat, or there's the type that like can't count, or they want to feel cool, like they're in the race.
Mm-hmm.
And people let that get in their head so much. Or if they're skirting standards, right, they're not getting their head through on handstand push-ups. Like, people get so worked up about it, where it's like, I can't. I'm like, you got to be able to just put work in any environment, whether you like the environment. Like, everyone gets very comfortable with like, I have to have this pull-up bar, and I'm gonna use this barbell, and I'm gonna use this like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sometimes like I'll just sit like at 4:30. I'll just like let everyone take whatever they want, and then I'm like, I will just get in where I fit in, just to try to make sure that I am doing something that isn't always exactly.
He's not gonna finish.
This constantly varied.
Yeah, sorry. This dude that came in on first on the run. It's a 550-meter run, and to 4.32 cleans, right? 255, 275, 315. I think that's what it is. First on the run by like a good little bit, and then he's last on the and he's last on the barbell. Like, I know this dude. I've competed against him, but it's just funny.
They're in heat 1.
Yeah. I'm just watching him to see if he hits a 315. He's got one. Nope. He picked up the barbell and then dropped it. You know what I mean? Like, come on, dude.
Those are heavy bars after running.
I love mixed modal workouts like that.
I do
love
too.
anything
Yeah.
with 400 meter
Huh?
like 400 meters and any movement. That is
Yeah.
like because the intensity you can have is so high if you want it bad enough. Like you can hurt so bad.
Yeah.
Or
I feel-
really test your ability to do a movement or a skill.
Yeah.
Well, running in a workout, I feel like changes everything. Like
Yeah.
it just never gets any easier. You just get tougher with it.
Yeah, right.
No, it's kind of like double unders. You should be able to recover in your run. You should be able to like shake it out, recover, move into the next movement if
Get
you're
fucked.
transitioning.
No.
Yeah, no way.
Double
No
unders are
way.
the same way. They're supposed to be your recovery to a movement.
I agree with double unders because I feel that way with double unders.
But running, I think that I have to disagree heavily, dude.
Well, I guess
With that.
it said 6 on the thing.
yeah, I get to an extent that like you get out on the run, like you're shaking your loose and you get yourself ready to come back into the gym and do whatever the next piece is. But like when it comes to like
Competition.
willingness to hurt,
Yeah.
400s, you really are completely in control of that throttle, and whether you're at an 8.5, a 9, 9.5, or a 10, right? And that's what I like about those workouts is like who wants it can make a significant bigger output change in that, right? Power output is power output, like, but you put whatever 400 meter run to finish a workout, dude, you can really hurt those last minute 15, minute 30 to try to close that thing in under a time cap or catch someone.
Well, dude, just in that range in general, 200 to 800, there should not be time to shake out. You should not be giving yourself enough time to like chill and relax. It's such a short run
Yeah.
that if you sandbag it at all, you're screwed. Everyone else
Obviously,
beats
if
you.
it's like a 5+ round workout, like yes, pacing is of course.
Yeah.
Just like the WFP workout, right? The running and the gymnastics.
That workout almost
I don't know what
like,
that was.
everyone did it on broken. Almost made it like that. Like there wasn't enough inside work.
No, I was running in barbell.
No, wasn't it running, bring muscle up and snatches?
Oh, yeah.
It was
So
like
I got
6 and 6 or something like that.
Yeah.
It was
But
like
you should be on that run. You should be. Most of the elite athletes were not recovering, but I guess I should say back, like they were taking it perfectly where they could just go right into the workout.
yeah, and at their level of fitness, like they can flush lactate or it's a little, yeah. But that workout I didn't necessarily love because most everyone was able to do it unbroken. I wish
What
it
was the
either
workout?
just a tad. I wish it was tad bigger sets, where then there would have been a little bit more strategy on the inside stuff. But I think it was about 4 or 5 rounds, maybe 6 for clean. Oh yeah, 6 is because Will did 6 to fight Froning. 6 rounds. I think it was 6 ring muscle ups and 6 snatches at 155. I think
Yeah, I'm looking.
for time, and then a 400 meter run. I think.
Yeah, that one I agree did not do good.
That's tough.
Be tough. Damn. All right. Well, elite men, second heat coming up. Nice,
They're so lucky I didn't get to show up, dude.
dude. So lucky.
Yeah.
Well, let's pull a camera out in the garage and let's see what you got.
For these workouts?
Yeah, just go live right now.
Bro, honestly, I would. It's just my training schedule is so crazy right now getting ready for the
Yeah,
games.
no, we can stop the broadcast. You can just go live on Instagram.
Yeah, that's
that's
pretty crazy.
I got so I'm growing some broccoli in the backyard right now. And I have to go pick
Oh, I
it.
thought you were gonna do the perm thing.
No. I'd have to call Tristan's cost cutter haircut person.
Does he actually get a
I
perm?
would love it if we could just go a whole podcast without saying
He
Tristan,
does.
Dude, why are kids getting perms? They're destroying their hair.
Not just that, but it's also gay, right? Like it's like they look like grandmas.
I'm not gonna let this conversation slide without admitting that at 13 years old, I did get a Justin Timberlake perm.
You did?
With the white, the whatever you call it, the frosted tips.
I
Frosted
had
tips?
pretty blonde hair, like bright, like whiter blonde.
Maybe we should end the podcast just on Joe's end right now.
Dude, And that was back when like kids were wearing like the backwards visor upside down.
Dude, I don't care what anyone says. That shit needs to come back.
No.
Yeah, the visor needs to come back, dude. That
it
shit
was
needs to make a
visor, and
comeback.
I had my like gel curls like hanging over. Oh, dude.
The
No.
visor's a sick look.
Not the upside down visor. Regular visor, yes.
I like that. Upside
Like a
down.
coach's visor. No.
Back to
That looks
the
so
side a
dumb.
little bit. All 90
It's so dumb.
rusted tips at one point.
Puka shell necklace.
Yeah.
I had the what do we wear in
A
baseball?
double Abercrombie collar.
Yeah.
We had that baseball necklace that everybody had with the wristband that was supposed to help with your balance.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
That
all
was
wore
a
those.
Scam and a half.
I loved
We
it.
made
I was like, oh man, I'm so much more
money
balanced.
on you Neanderthals.
That's fine.
They would
I
always
played
be
great
like
baseball.
in the middle of the mall and they'd be like, put your arm out, and they'd push it down.
Yeah.
They put the bracelet on you, do it again. Oh, no way. This thing does work.
No, the one that does do that though, and actually works is the mouthpiece the strongmen use.
What?
What's it called? The big thick one. It's like a
This-
big thick mouthpiece that strongmen use.
Which is?
This mouthpiece is like a big red thick mouthpiece.
Airwave.
Nope, it's a different brand. It's like what the
Is
OG
one that
strongmen
Mitchell
use.
Hooper is sponsored by? Not
Probably.
anymore.
Not anymore.
Did he lose all of his sponsors?
I don't know.
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so.
But
He's a good guy, dude, at heart. Like I mean,
I think
to
we
be
just
honest,
learned at heart he is not a good guy.
no, dude, he's just in love, and like you cannot fight the fact that he has a true love somewhere else, and like he followed his heart. It's not a big deal.
Too low.
Kenneth, those are called West Pointers.
He's Mitchell Hooper is a high value man. That's why he gets to have 2 women, because he brings a lot to the table. You guys don't agree with that?
High value man. That's funny.
Yeah. He's a high value man, dude.
No, it's a mouthpiece. It's like it's super thick. I think I have it over here somewhere. We got it from a competition, and I'm not gonna lie, like it's thick enough where I'm biting down on my my heavy lifts, and I feel way more engaged. Yeah. What's the name of the brand?
This one. 5Ds. Huh?
How
Yeah,
far does it go
maybe.
back?
Not far. It's it's thick.
So
You
it's
know?
a beginner one?
It's big.
Yeah.
Oh
it's
my
red.
gosh.
The others are different colors.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I like that a lot for the heavy lifts because I like to chew and I like to I always had gum in my mouth working out, and then I had the airwave thing, and I like that because it's just something in my mouth to like bite down
You
on.
chew gum with an airwave in?
No, before the
Oh, I
airwave.
was like, that's bonkers.
Yeah, that is
No,
fun.
it would get stuck and
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what.
no.
Okay, good.
But yeah, I like the airwave. It's nice. Gives me something to do.
That's what it seems like for most people. Is more of like a distraction.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of reminds me of playing football, to be honest. Like, it reminds me of having something in my mouth. Like, I know it's like game mode. I can like bite down and clinch. I'm about to get my head knocked off my body. So, prepared at all times, which happened a lot. It's probably why I like doing CrossFit, because there's so many concussions now.
Could be part of it at least, right?
For sure.
Yeah. Do you have locker rooms at your gym,
I got
Logan?
5 minutes.
We don't have locker rooms. We have lockers in like the lobby area in the new space we moved into. But no locker rooms, just 2 bathrooms. I wish we had a shower.
You
don't have a shower?
No.
We don't have a
bathroom.
shower at my gym either.
I use the gym next door
Yeah.
for showers and for sauna.
Mm.
Yeah.
My
What do you pay for that?
I don't. The Army pays for it.
What?
dope.
Yeah.
Is that
That's
a
cool.
Christian's house?
No.
Oh,
No, it's a
Christian's
legit
house?
gym. No, it's a legit gym. Yeah, it's a legit gym. It's got like a huge sauna
doesn't sound
and
legit.
showers.
They don't charge.
Huh.
No, they do charge. I just get it paid for.
From the military.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
Oh,
that's what I said.
you're welcome.
Yeah, it's your
Yeah,
tax dollars.
Yeah. Yeah, you're so welcome.
I deserve it. Thank you. No one thanked
You
me
do
for our service the
deserve
other
it. I
day. I
agree.
appreciate that. You guys suck.
Hmm. very much.
Oh dang, 4:15 finished that. Pretty good. Nice.
My girlfriend is becoming a Tesla queen, dude. She just came in. Like, I swear I should just give her my car.
Fiance?
Soon to be, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should put a countdown instead of how many subscribers, how many
How long?
days until you pop the question mark.
If we get to 1,000 subs, we can do like a seconds countdown or something. But she literally just walked in this room and she goes, "I'm leaving. I'm taking the car." I'm
The
like,
car. Yeah.
why?
What does she
Because I
drive?
want to. A lesbian car, Subaru Crosstrek.
Subaru. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, dude, I'm actually I kind of want to get a truck again, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Like, not having a truck has been such a burden after not having one. I'm like, damn.
I very much like having a truck. Are you gonna get one of those slates?
What's that?
The Jeff Bezos truck.
Oh, that
Bezos.
one. Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah, we
No.
talked about it last time.
To be
No.
honest with you, I'd be cool with like getting some sort of like old ass
Hummer
Ford
EV.
Ranger or some shit.
Mhm.
Same. That was honestly what I was gonna get at first. And
Yeah.
then people were like, "You need to drive something nicer. They're gonna think this gym sucks."
Who gives a shit? Like,
I-
Dude, the
old
Ford
ass
Ranger is
Ford Ranger?
legit.
Dude, I
Yeah,
love
that's
a
how I
little
learned stick
Range Rover,
shift.
'cause- Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Was
just beat the shit out of it.
stalling out on a hill.
You'll
in
die
Ohio.
in
It's
snow,
great.
but yeah, they're great.
if I could find one of those cheap, I'd go get it.
Dude, look at a Ford Maverick. You can get them all-wheel drive hybrid, and they're still very affordable. Look up Ford Maverick.
No, you're more of like a Chevy Bolt guy.
Stop it.
Spark.
Sparks.
Stop. Whoa, this is a crazy looking truck.
What?
Yeah, you can like customize it to like different
Ford
things.
Slate or
like
the
add-ons.
Maverick?
The Maverick.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Slate. You can customize it, but I feel like that's like a
Maverick gets like 40 miles a gallon. It's all-wheel drive.
What?
Is it an EV?
Oh,
A
nice.
hybrid.
Oh, it's a hybrid?
Yeah.
No, dude, I want something just
No, but
straight
that
up
Slate only
gas
gets like
again.
200 miles, I think.
Yeah, it's very bare bones.
Yeah,
You
I mean that's
can't
cool. Like to
afford
start out to like get people going around town stuff. Like that's like probably a good city truck, a small like pickup, like city truck. So not like
Bezos
these,
did that so you couldn't go far in a nuclear fallout. Keep,
yeah, that seems about right.
keep you tethered.
Right?
All right, boys. I got a boogie.
All right.
All
I
right.
actually
Okay.
do too, to be honest.
Oh, Paulina just joined too. Damn, weird.
Polly did? Damn.
Yeah, your friend. That's gonna educate you on mech techs.
Sorry, Polly, we gotta go. I gotta go too.
All right, boys.
All right,
do this
Tuesday?
Tuesday, yeah, because we got softball on Monday. So yeah,
All
Tuesday
right,
works.
perfect. Cool.
So many couples activities for you guys. This is great.
I know, right? We just need you and your girlfriend to start doing an activity together. All right, boys. Peace out. Bye. Wait. No. End stream. There we go.
End stream.